Do you feel like sometimes you have no control over your audience, or everybody is coming back at you with what you have to do to be able to get in front of more and more of your database? Well, that's what we're going to talk about this week in Hard Facts, is email marketing and deliverability rates for your emails. Hi, I'm Samantha Cunningham Zawilinski, and this week on Hard Facts, I want to focus on some key elements, making sure you're getting into your audience's inbox. Because when it comes to controllable platforms, email marketing is one where you control how you engage with your audience. So are you finding that your individuals that are on your email list are not engaging with your content, that you're not getting in as many opens as you should? Well, that is going to be a red flag, because there are so many things that influence whether or not your email is going to be sent to a spam folder or an individual's inbox. But there's also red flags that happen along this way. So once your email is done, you send it to your internet service provider, and then it gets syndicated. Now, there's a few things here that take place. Specifically, your IP domain influences the success of your emails hitting a consumer's inbox. A couple of things that they look at here is the engagement that you're getting on your emails. Are they authentic? What are your metrics? Are they positive or negative? And the content of your emails. So we're going to talk about a couple of email deliverability best practices to make sure that nothing bad happens and your audience is engaged. And what I mean when I say nothing bad happens is your internet service provider doesn't say, not sending any more emails, because it has happened, and it's a question I get all of the time. How can I make sure that my emails still continue to hit individuals' inbox? Well, one big red flag here is if you're seeing a lot of hard bounces. What that's doing is showing a red flag to your internet service provider saying, hey, their list may not be authentic or their list may not be active. So let's talk about some of those best practices to make sure you're getting in inboxes. So do I even need to say don't buy a list? That is a huge red flag. So now that we have email addresses, or we're curating new email addresses, let's talk about a few ways to get that information. So create an incentive so that way people want to supply you their email address. But here is a big caution. Think about what incentives are going to be pertinent to your ideal audience and your ideal customer. And the reason I say this is because we always think, hey, let's throw out like a giveaway or free stuff. Now, free stuff is fine if it is an ebook, for example, or a downloadable webinar or podcast or something to that extent. But if you're thinking about, hey, let's give away a free iPhone, well, you're going to get every Joe Schmo that wants that free iPhone to sign up for your email, and you are going to get a bunch of spam emails or bad emails that don't pertain to your business, of people who are not going to engage after that initial free giveaway. So think about making sure that your giveaways, your offers are really centered around your audience and your ideal customer. Now, once they have given you their email address, here's one that I really recommend. It's called a double opt-in. So this means, and you've probably seen it happen, but maybe not thought about utilizing it in your business, when somebody does supply their email address on your website, you send them a confirmation email where they're able to then engage with you. You show them and ensure that their email is correct. So for example, if a character or a number was wrong in what they inserted on your website, you'll very easily be able to remove that from your syndication list, because they need to verify through the double opt-in. So you're then sending them an email back that makes them either click a button or perform an action to verify their email address. Now, this is a great opportunity to curate different email lists. So when we're creating email lists, we want to try and identify if we have multiple products, multiple services, multiple information segments of our business, to curate lists of people and things that they're each interested in. So doing this double opt-in not only asks them to verify their information, but get them to do so by asking them what they're most interested in. Now you're going to learn a little bit more about them, build their customer profile, and make sure you're only marketing to them for what they want to see. So a couple more best practices here are going to be, now that you've got that double opt-in, you're going to be sending more and more emails. So think about what you're including in that email. Now, there are numbers of studies out there that say a text-based email has a better performance than a graphics-based email. So test this for your own business, but also know that you're going to have some individuals who don't load images when they're loading your email. So make sure your email has alt text. So for example, if I don't see a great picture of you on a beach and you're talking about how you were just on vacation and pushing somebody to a product that will let them take a vacation, you want to make sure there's an alt tag there so it is still relevant to the entire conversation you're having in that email. All right, guys, so 3 more real quick tips to make sure your emails are performing even better. The first one's super simple. If you have an email that you're like, yes, this should be awesome, and then you look at the analytics and you're like, didn't accomplish what I thought it would do me a favor. Take a look at your email, and then take a look at your test email, but in your inbox. Don't open it yet. What was the subject line, and what was the initial text that you saw in relation to it? Does that match the content, the goal, the real proposition in that email once I open it? Chances are you may say, kinda, sorta, maybe not really. If any of those are a variation of your answer, that is the problem. Your subject line likely doesn't attract or engage your audience that you're trying to hit. So instead of reinventing the wheel, give it a little bit of time to cool off, but reutilize that email with a few tweaks and change your subject line. Chances are you'll see better engagement from your audience. But maybe you are using some keywords that spam filters are identifying. So for example, things like order now, make money online, lose weight, $signs, those are, and as well as some of the examples on the screen, are a few red flags when creating emails. So stay away from them and your email deliverability should increase. In addition to that, one last recommendation is make sure you have a personal reply to email address with your customized domain. It is a best practice and it will help make sure you engage with those customers replying to your email. So that's it, guys. I know it's a little bit of a longer list, but I really want to make sure you have a lot of the key pieces to make sure your email deliverability is amongst the top performers. So if you have a question, a strategy, a tactic you'd like a little bit more information about or help executing, comment below, email me, call me, direct message me. I would love to hear from you and make sure Hard Facts can help you in an upcoming episode.